Hi, I'm Cyrus Rosenberg, Senior Licensing Manager for Arcade1up.
Hi, Cyrus. Well, you were Arcade1up was just at CES 2023. The event is behind us now, but I didn't get to see you guys there. So let's go ahead and ask about what you had to show off this year.
We certainly missed you, definitely, but what's really exciting about going into the future is we're really making a significant investment in all of our different product lines across all categories with a certain degree of affordability. And that's really what we wanted to show at CES. So first things first, with our core and what people know us for, we re-announced the Deluxe line. And this is the closest possible replicas we've ever made to the original arcade cabinets. And we really announced that with our core titles, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and the Class of '81 Galaga Split. And those are going to include 14 games, as well as, all of the bells and whistles and Wi-Fi compatibility from our previous machines. Again, affordability is really at the forefront of what we believe in, but we're also never going to alienate our past product lines. So what's really cool and something that personally, excites me is that these are going to function seamlessly with the global leaderboards of our previous machines. Moving a little bit forward, originally when it came to board games, we launched a product called the Infinity Game Table. And we were really, really excited to build a platform of digital board games along with our partners at Hasbro. And while people loved it, the number one piece of feedback we got was, they want it to be portable. They want to take it to their friend's house and they want to bring more people into the IGT family of products. So we launched the Infinity Game Board, which is a much lighter, much sleeker version of the IGT, but with the exact same experience. Wi-Fi compatibility, every single game will seamlessly transfer over, and it will have haptic feedback. And then, finally, the newest item we're introducing is, again, it's about building a family of products, but giving people the at-home experience. So we launched the Wheel of Fortune Casinocade. And what's really exciting about that is it's kind of a brand new way to experience the entirety of a casino. It'll have our largest games list ever at 25. And really, we went out with the top casino license, which is Wheel of Fortune, which is the #1 most played casino game of all time. But again, it still is our brand philosophy to take an iconic in-person experience and bring that home.
The Wheel of Fortune machine is interesting to me because it's sort of a departure from what you've normally done in the past at Arcade1up. What made you want to kind of take this sidestep into casino games?
For us, it doesn't even feel like a sidestep. It really feels like bringing something into the family of products. Everything we do has been about taking something that previously felt unaffordable and unable to bring home and bringing that experience right into your living room. So it was almost the natural next step for us of where to go from arcade games. As separate as it initially felt when put next to our original arcade line, it really does feel like a seamless fit. And of course, all of the features that we've built up to over time are included, like, a Wi-Fi enabled, non-gambling casino game. It really feels natural for us.
And, the funny thing about our generation is as we're growing older and we're seeing more properties that are familiar to us popping up in casinos. Is this something that Arcade1up is interested in the future? Is maybe making a future casino game that's based on a different slot machine property that maybe we're more familiar with?
Definitely. As you've kind of seen with our arcade line and the Infinity Game Table, everything is about building a family of products. While this is a launch title, we really feel that casino is definitely going to be part of our future lines moving forward, and we fully intend to build out a family of products.
So moving to the Infinity Game Board, so you had this idea in mind to kind of take it over to a friend's house and all that, but was the goal also affordability? Is this like going to be coming in at a slightly lower price than the standard Infinity Game Table?
Certainly, yeah. So this is going to launch at $4.99, and that was a big part of the philosophy behind it. While the table is the best way we feel to experience all of these classic board games, it very much is a piece of furniture. And some people really prefer to play these games and put it in a closet or bring it to a friend's house. But also, you know, in parallel, they want to bring people in. If you have an in-law, a significant other, a sibling, a family member, a friend, you might want to bring them into the Infinity Game Table family and play online across the country at an entry-level price point. So very much $4.99 was important to us, and we're planning to cap the price at that for the time being.
Now, if I can take this over to a friend's house, I assume that the battery life's going to last me a while. So just about how many games might we be able to get out of this? How long does the battery last?
So, you know, there's two ways to answer this. One, absolutely every game has a save file, so you'll never really be losing your pieces or losing progress. However, this product is a plug-in exclusive, so it will require a outlet to be able to play.
All right, and will the Infinity Game Board receive updates similar to the game table? Like, is it going to be possible to add new games down the road? And what is coming down the road?
You know, so while we have some pretty exciting announcements for maybe a future episode, we are definitely building, we continue to build out our line every single month. So it will have day and date digital releases with the table, but we are certainly building out our library constantly and always looking for new titles. You know, we like to think that our table is the most open, developer friendly of all of our products. So we're reaching out to people all the time, and we're really trying to build it out as a platform that people can join in and maybe launch their own titles on in the future.
All right, and lastly, I want to ask about the Arcade1up Deluxe Edition line. Now, we've certainly reviewed our fair share of Arcade1up cabinets here at Shacknews, and I want to ask about how these Deluxe Edition lines differ from what we've already reviewed in the past. What makes this new Miss Pac-Man cabinet stand out from the Miss Pac-Man cabinet that I already own, for example?
You know, I'll start by saying feedback is incredibly important to us in a very major way, and the Deluxe line is almost the culmination of the thesis of everything we've taken before us. So the Arcade1up Deluxe line, first of all, we did get rid of the riser, and it is a seamless design top to bottom. And additionally, we added screw caps, so it is the most authentic way to view the original side art ever that we've created so far. Additionally, we've recessed the actual screen and created a better viewing angle, so it is close to an exact replica of what the original cabinet is, as well as adding the molded coin doors. Again, it was hard initially to make that affordable, so we originally reserved our coin doors for the for special products, but now every one in our original core line is going to see this coin door as an improvement, and it really is just creating as close to the cabinet as possible. We'd like to really be honest and say that that's not something we could originally do in Inception in 2018, but finally we've built up to a production standpoint where we can create these cabinets as replicas as they were originally intended.
Now, do you expect to go back through your previous catalog and add to the Deluxe Edition line? Will you be going through like games like Street Fighter or games like or games like Tron or games like NBA Jam and maybe make deluxe cabinets out of those?
So definitely the Deluxe line is certainly our core moving forward, and I think people can expect to see a lot of titles coming out in Deluxe moving forward.
And will the Deluxe kind of philosophy or design kind of extend going forward to other certain layouts, like your tabletop arcade games or your larger cabinets, that sort of thing?
It's definitely important to us to create these replicas and to be as accurate as possible to what the licensors originally intended. So, you know, that is at the forefront of our mind moving forward.
That's great. And last question, what else can we expect from Arcade1up going forward? Do you have any other surprises in store for the audience later this year?
There are still things that even shock me when I walk into the office, so it's going to be certainly a large 2023 for us, yes.
It's very exciting to hear. Cyrus, thank you very much. That's Arcade1up from CES 23, and for more on Arcade1up, you can keep it here on Shacknews.com.